So there's a story that Anthony DeMello tells, right? It's a story that I've kept in the back of my mind for quite some while now. And it's a story that has kind of kept me grounded. Every now and then I might reference it to, keep my feet on level ground. And it's a story that I want to share with you guys, right? But before I begin, I want to say this. I'm not the greatest storyteller by any means. And so if you clicked on this video and you think that you're going to be amazed by my storytelling skills, then you're probably going to be disappointed. However, I do believe that this is a story that you will find great value in. And most importantly, you will find great value in this video. And so once upon a time, there was the egg of an eagle, right? And so a man found the egg of an eagle, and he placed the egg in a nest with chickens, right? So it just so happened that the egg of the eagle and the chickens, they hatched at the same time. And so the eagle came out thinking that it was a chicken. It did everything like the chickens. Every single thing that the chickens did, it did, because in its mind, it was a chicken. And so one day they were outside playing, and the eagle looked up and they saw this big, powerful bird fly past, their heads, right? Fly over them. And it turned to the other chickens and it said, "What is that?" And one of the chickens replied, "That's an eagle. That's one of the most powerful and beautiful birds. And it's also the king of all birds. And we are just chickens," right? And so from that day, the eagle that was pretending to be a chicken kept that image of the eagle in its mind, and it pedestalized it. It was amazed by it, right? It wanted to so bad, it wanted to really be like that eagle that it saw that same day. And so it kept the image in its mind. And the eagle that was pretending to be a chicken died. It died before realizing that the very same thing that it was pedestalizing, the very same thing in which it saw great value in, it was that thing. It died without realizing the potential that it had. And I want you guys to take a moment to really reflect on that story. Take a moment to breathe it in, right? Take a moment to reflect. That story that I just told, is kind of synonymous to the lives of most people. Most people go through their lives and they never really tap into their true potential. They never really realize their own potential. A lot of people spend so much time admiring the gifts and talents and, success of other people. And they pedestalize these people that they see, whether on the internet or in real life. And they never really take the moment to realize the potential that lies dormant within them. The potential that they truly have. And so most of us never truly realize and actualize our own potential. We admire the greatness in other people, but we don't really take the time to find that same greatness within ourselves, right? And here's the thing. I don't care who you are. I don't care about your background. I don't care your family history. I don't care what it is. There is potential, great potential that lies in every single one of us. Every single one of us has the ability to be great in our own way, to be great at the things that we're good at, right? Every single one of us has something that is special about us, something that is great. But how often do we really sit back, right, and introspect and go within ourselves and really find what it is about us that stands out? we live our lives in our mind. And within our minds, we hold other people to high regards. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, right? I'm not saying you can't admire the greatness in other people. But while you're admiring the greatness in other people, take the time to find the greatness that lies dormant within you. Take the time to tap into the potential that is within you. Right? I once heard someone say, there are more dreams lying in the cemetery than there are dreams that have come to fruition. And I believe that's one of the realest things that I've ever heard in my whole life, right? Because most people come into this world, and they come into this world with talents and skills and gifts, and then they die. They die without ever putting those talents to work, without ever putting, that skill to work that they have, or that great potential that is within them. They take it to their grave, right? Either out of fear of being their true selves and giving their gifts to the world, or they allow other people to bring them down. They allow other people to discourage them, right? Just like that eagle, most of us hold other people to high regards. We worship, these internet celebrities, and we worship these successful people, right? And we never truly, really go within ourselves and find out the greatness that is within us. We never truly do, right? And like I said, I don't care who you are. I don't care where you grew up. There's potential in everyone. It might not be, you might not be great in the same thing that this person over here that's successful is great in, right? You might not be an amazing singer, or you might not be able to rap, spectacularly. You might not be a great speaker. You might not be, one of the famous philosophers. You might not be any of that. But most importantly, you are you. And you have something within you that makes you unique. You have something within you that makes you stand out. And most of us, I believe that a lot of people truly, they know what it is about them that stands out. I don't, contrary to popular belief, I don't think most people don't know what it is that's special about them, right? We know ourselves more than anyone else knows us. We know what it is that we love to do. We know what it is that we find great passion in, right? We do. But we allow fear to deter us. We allow fear to stop us from really actualizing the potential that lies within us. Fear, believe it or not, most dreams are killed by fear. We are our own enemies. Our minds are our own enemies, right? We are the ones that are holding ourselves back, right? But it's not until you allow yourself to be free, and you free yourself of fear, and you free yourself of those negative thoughts, and you actually dive right in whatever it is that you're good at, or whatever it is that you love to do, then and only then you will realize that you've been an eagle all this time. Then and only then you realize that the true potential that lies within you. It's not until you begin to walk in your most authentic and highest self, regardless of what anyone thinks. Then and only then you will find your true potential, and you realize that you've been great all along, right? Another lesson that I got from the story that I just told to you guys is that sometimes you need a change in an environment. Sometimes you need to move away from the people that you're accustomed to. I believe that maybe if the eagle, right, that was pretending to be a chicken, left where it was born and it ventured out into the real world, that maybe it would recognize its true potential. Maybe someone would wake it up to the fact that it was an eagle all this time and it wasn't a chicken, right? So sometimes what we need is a change in environment. Sometimes we need to move away from our old world. Move away from the people that we're used to, right? Move away from the things that keep us stuck. Sometimes all we need, right, is to bring something fresh and new into our lives. Is to make a new start. Because believe it or not, the place that you were born, the place that you grew up in, sometimes it can serve as a barrier between who you are right now and who you could possibly evolve into. Right? I believe energy is very important. Right? So if you're in a place right now and you feel as if that place is stunting your growth, then you might want to consider moving away. You might want to consider surrounding yourself with different people. People who can look at you and see the potential within you. People who can hold up a mirror to your face and show you that you've been an eagle all this time. Right? Maybe all you need is a new scenery, new environment. Right? And so I say all this to say, you are an eagle, right? If you're watching this video, you are an eagle. You have a great potential that is lying dormant within you. You have something special about you that you're either refusing to utilize or you haven't seen yet. And the more we spend looking and admiring and pedestalizing the talents and gifts and skills of other people, the less we take the moment to really go within ourselves to find what it is about us that stands out, to find the potential that lies dormant within us. We've been made to believe that if you're not this great thing in the eyes of other people, then you're not special, you're not unique. Well, every single one of us, regardless of who we are, like I said, we are special. We are powerful. There is a power within us that is so great that your mind can't even possibly imagine. And it's not until you take the moment to reflect, you take the moment to introspect, you take the moment to really learn about yourself and walk in your most authentic light and be your most authentic self, then and only then you will tap into that potential. And so stop placing other people above you. Stop looking at other people and being envious and being jealous. Stop looking at other people and putting yourself down. Right? Stop it. I've been there. Right? Even to this day, sometimes I find myself looking at other people and just admiring them. And subconsciously, I'm devaluing myself because I believe that they're greater than me, or they have more potential than me, or they're more special than me, right? But no one is greater or more special than you, right? We are all powerful. We are all special in our own way. And you just have to take the moment to see it. You have to take the moment to believe it. Believe that you are great. Right? And so thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I really hope you got something from this video. I really hope you will take the time to self-reflect and realize that you are an eagle and you have the potential to soar as high as you possibly want or you possibly can. Right? You have the potential to be great. Peace and blessings.